again with another raw, uncut Kung Fu fight breakdown from yours truly. All right? Remember, uh, it's one thing to break down fights, okay, from a certain perspective, but it's another thing to break down these type of fights or sparring matches with actual experience. You get a whole different level of understanding and perspective and little details that you most people would miss without actual experience. Okay, so let's get started. All right, and this is with Sifu Carl Albright of Hungar. Okay, and not Southern Praying Mantis, Northern Praying Mantis, and other styles. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's all over the internet, and you can look at and find out more about him. Okay, so this is a sparring match done in the 80s, or the, what is this? Yeah, the 80s, okay, of he's using Hungar, I think, against one of his students. This is probably the one of the most coolest Hungar sparring match. First, this is the first Hungar sparring match that I've ever seen in my life. And this is probably will probably be one of the best I will ever see. I don't practice Hungar style, but I do have my experience with full contact fighting, okay, in various different arts. All right, so I will do my best to try to add my expertise and my experience and what little I know about Hungar style and Tiger, whatever, you know, with this. So let's go with this raw, uncut video. So first, let me, I might have to slow this down, okay? So bear with me. All right, let's do this. All right, now keep in mind, none of these breakdowns have ever been done. Okay, you heard it here first. That's number one. Number two, the Hungar style is a southern style, okay, and it was used during times of civil war, you know, and they have a lot of pride in what they did in using it in actual real life, okay. It is very similar to like other Hakka styles where, you know, it's purely for self-defense, okay. A lot of these techniques cannot be used, okay, in sports settings. That's one of the reasons why you don't see these styles in sports settings, because a lot of these moves are illegal. So keep that in mind. Let's go. All right, you see the guy that Sifu Carl is right here, light skinned guy. He's okay, and his opponent is having, I think, a one fingered Zen right into the center, and this guard is down. Now, when you are facing somebody that has their guard completely down, okay, completely down, that should scream danger, okay, because this guy has complete confidence of his defense, his attack, his mind, his spirit can overwhelm you in a real confrontation, okay? So he's very, very confident, and you know, and another thing is, besides the spirit part, when you are facing somebody with their hands all the way down like that, there is a an episode in Dragon Ball where Kid Goku, I think he was facing Tien or something. No, Master Roshi. The first time they fought, and Goku had his arms completely down, and Master Roshi was confused. And and I'll never forget, because you don't know where the attack is gonna come. You don't know where he's gonna strike. When the opponent has a guard and his weapon's completely down, it can come from any angle. He can do anything. But a lot of times, a guard, your attacks are dependent on your guard a lot. Okay, so At an advanced level, okay, it's good to have no guard. And there's a thing called, it's called a shadow guard. Okay, when you don't know what is going to come because there's nothing up. All right, so keep that in mind. Shifting back and forth, and you can see, look, you even have footwork. No set stance, no set. This is the highest level. One of the highest levels. Okay, I'm not trying to, try to overdo the guy a little bit. All right, but when uh, when the guy, you look at it, no stance, just completely natural, and that's how it should be. Okay, when you've, said you've mastered something, this is how it should be, completely natural, because that's how it's gonna be in real life. Okay, you're not gonna always be in a stance. You're not always gonna have a guard up. You're gonna be doing natural stuff. Okay, so when you get to a certain level, you should be able to execute your techniques from a very natural position. Sorry. Very good parries. Now this guy comes across with some, I think it's some tiger blows, right? Let's try to bring that back a little bit. Now, not no disrespect to this opponent, okay? Because you gotta have balls, number one, to step up here with this guy. If you read anything about Sifu Carl, okay? Uh, so now, what the guy is doing with the hung guard, the guy with the hung guard clearly knows the guy in the black, other guy in the black, clearly knows what he's doing. Okay, he's saying, okay, if I'm facing with somebody with no guard and I don't know where his attack is gonna come, let me cover all angles in my attack. Okay, so even though he's moving to the right, he's striking with the left. And he's oof, and those crane parries, and he's done the same thing. Okay, now he's making him draw his defense. It's hard to tell what's gonna go happen after that, but he's drawing his defense by covering all angles. And Mr. Carl here does a very excellent job with, and I believe those crane parries. Now, those, no, okay, we could really break this down. I could have a 30-minute video just on this instance alone because there's a lot going on here that I haven't ever really broken down yet. I'm trying to do my best to make this short. Okay, now you can see that he goes from the center and tries to come up. Now he's gauging his distance and his timing. Okay, he didn't just leap in, and you notice he did the crane parry right at the right time. Okay, not before or afterwards. The timing is impeccable. Okay, very natural, like nothing happened. Beautiful. Step back, covered both angles. Beautiful. Now he could have done any block, okay, but he chose to do that. He chose to do those crane blocks, okay, to move with it. He didn't try to intercept it, okay. He didn't try to any other block. He went with it. He's helping his opponent move. That way, it saves him energy and his strength. And I think he caught on to that. He's like, okay, now he's still got that hand towards the center, right? Now he's circling, okay? He's like, okay, if you're going to keep your guard down, I'm going to continually move my tiger claws on both the left and the right to try to confuse you, right? And make it hide my footwork. These are little details, man, that you don't know, people don't know. Okay, comes up again. Now, this time, instead of striking harder and faster with the tiger claw, he changed his tempo and his speed. This guy in the black knows what he's doing. So a lot of people don't know how to switch up their tempo and their speed. Okay, just because you're fast does not mean you need to always be fast. Okay, you can be fast at different speeds, and this is what he decided to do. But Sifu Carl here catches on, and that means his timing and his rhythm and his eyes are impeccable. Just enough, not too much, not too little, completely matched his opponent. Again, this time instead of going high, he went low. Moved it out the way again. Whoa, we tried to come back. Instead of doing 2 attacks, he tried to do 3, but this time he intercepted them. Let's go back to the first beat. Watch. 1, 2, stop. Okay. Got it. All right. You're going to use that technique. So now he's trying to match him, right? Okay. Now watch. 1, 2. Now this time he's going to come up with a third, changing speeds, and he intercepts him. Watch. 1, 2. Intercept. Now I can't. It's hard to tell because of the 1980s camera, but it intercepted him with something. But he caught him in the face, which is good. And he hit him in a place where it forces the opponent to step back, okay? Because a person could take a shot if they're coming in with a lot of power and strength, especially with adrenaline going, right? But if you hit a person where it's vulnerable, that makes him want to step back. There are places in the body where the body will move involuntarily because of a shock value. One of the eyes, the nose is one of those things. The flinch, okay? It's almost like touching a stove, right? Your body will actually, naturally, involuntarily move back. And this is what Sifu Coil here did. Very nice stuff. This time he puts his hands behind him, which is even more dangerous for him and for the opponent. This is a test of spirits here. Let's see how the guy with the orange sash. I think there's orange. No, it's red, or I can't tell because it's 1980s camera. Let's see what the guy does. Cross. Okay, so this time instead of going circularly in with his tiger claw, he decides to do a cross technique going from the lower gate to the upper. And it would make it seem like it's coming from the upper gate, upper right side. You see here? Here, watch. Instead of circular, he changes from circular to diagonal. Okay, he led with the right strike first. This is why Kung Fu can be very dangerous if you know what you're doing, because these aren't Western boxing techniques. Okay. They can come at from all angles. Okay, and he hit the lower strike. He hit the upper strike, which is coming from the lower. I hope you guys can keep following me here. And he, instead of falling for the feint and reacted to it, he just bridged it. A very simple bridge. It's hard to tell what that technique was, okay, but maybe a crane technique, a tiger technique. I don't know. And he used the same hand to block and parry both. Do you guys know how hard that is against somebody this guy's big and strong. Okay, excuse me for not knowing your name, sir. Okay, but he's pretty big and strong. All right, check this out. The precise timing is impeccable, right? Speed is one thing, but timing is another. Okay, that's why people like Bruce Lee had great speed and timing, because you can be fast, but if you can't hit your target and you're missing, it doesn't matter. Somebody with better timing with you that may be slower with you may outdo you, even though that person may be faster than him. All right, these things are very important. And you notice he bridged right at the height of contact where it's about to come. Right? Where that other attack is about to come. He bridged it right at. So now there are certain timings in places on the body where you can hit, not hit, but block and disrupt their whole structure. Right? Think about physics, right? He hit it at the apex of the shape. So now he's controlling the whole structure and the shape versus just the hand. You see that? Because that foot is not, there's no gravity there. So now, before that gravity lands, he's controlling it, which enables him to feel his whole body because the shape has not formulated yet and it hasn't landed. Okay? We can get deep. We can get deep. All right? Yeah, this is the type of stuff that you won't see in a lot of these videos, these other breakdown videos, okay? Because they ain't got the sauce. You don't have the experience, okay? But with the shotgun eye, I don't miss a damn thing, all right? Look at this. Now he's able to parry both. And very natural. Very natural. He keeps the Panther Fist going towards the center gate, okay? Because when you're facing somebody with no guard, you don't know what's going to come. You don't know what it's going to be, an attack, an advance, a retreat, a sidestep, a poke, a kick. You don't know. So it's best to keep from the center gate, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's still a human body, okay? So aiming towards the center is your safest bet. High stakes chess game. Besides, okay, he's not going to attack. Now he's got one arm forward. And now he's starting to advance to draw his attack. He's coming with circular hands. Oh, goes from the back to the high. Oh, and he drew his attack. Now, why would Sifu Carl here, Miss Sifu Upright here, use both hands to try to guard that? I think he may have gotten an in on his reaction time. All right, let's look at that again. Circle, circle. He hit it very well, and he advanced. While you see he advanced that foot with the left hand. Okay. Now he could hide that, right? When that arm goes back, it can go straight, it can go low, it can go up. You don't know. Okay. So, woo. And also the amount of power probably as well, right? That's your body's natural reaction to something that winds up and strong, okay? It makes you want to flinch. It makes you want to match that strength, okay? This guy's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now he's covering both gates. A little play there. Beautiful. Double crane, I think. Huh? Yeah. Look at that hung guard footwork. That's nice. Now, what I love about that retreat is, right, he's on balance the whole time. He's moving his sensitive parts out of the way without taking his eyes off of his opponent. Huh. Now, why would he move back there instead of advancing? See, we could really break this down. I'm about 20 minutes in, and I'm not even into a minute into this video, and it's almost 20 minutes. All right, this is what you get with precise and little detail. That's why you gotta pay for this stuff, man. Here. Now, in my opinion, he retreated for a number of different ways. Okay. Number one, you're wide open in so many different ways, and now because you're side to a front, okay, you you would telegraph if you do anything else. Because of the stance, he can't kick really, and because he exposed that arm, he can't really he can't pull that arm back and strike again. And if he were to turn, he would telegraph and expose the center before that punch, that left hand can even connect. So it would be best and safest to retreat. Not even 30 seconds in, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is some deep stuff. Now, circle, circle, huh? Now he gives him, okay, here we go with the play. All right, here we go. Now, noticing when he put up that crane beak or that crane wing up to the right upper right gate, matches it. Now he's in control. He didn't. The guy. No disrespect to the guy in the sash, but he didn't make him do that. I don't believe. Okay. Sifu Albright decided to match him. Okay, and I think it's because of what happened in the last sequence, right? He made he made uh made Sifu Albright, in my opinion, bring up both of his guards, and that was beautiful. And you notice, see, now I could break this down even more. Check this out. When he landed, he slid. It was like he like kind of like how you straighten out like a wet a wet sheet or something, right? Or a blanket or something. Check this out. Ha! Now he had control of him if he wanted to. He decided to let him go. He's like, all right, you want to make me bring up both my guards? All right. Ooh, that was a yeah. Oof. I might have to make a part 1A to this. Try to tell y'all. Look at this. Now, he decided to bring up that guard, to give him something to occupy, so he can't just rush in like he has been doing. Right? Give him something to look at and see how he handles it. Now he tries to chin eye it. Ooh, while going to the lower. That's some dangerous stuff. That type of kick, that stomp kick, you could destroy that knee, the ACL, all type of stuff. All right, and you start to grab it. Let's see how Sifu Albright handles that. He decides to move it out of the way and parry while moving all of his guard out the way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a 1A to this stuff, man. This is a lot of detail, because I'm holding back about a lot of what I really see. Okay, because it's not just about the hand having it open like that. When you cup it like that, it becomes a suction cup to guide, okay, and to mesh with the opponent to control them. It's not just an open hand, okay. Little details matter so much. And now, because he cupped it, it's more aerodynamic. If you just would have had it a blade like that, okay, sure, you could probably do something with the body, all right? But because he cupped it like that, it's easier to flow with the cutting the air. And now he can cut through more, and now it can come back up, you see? Without moving, without moving his frame. Watch. Here, he actually, oh, I didn't even see that. He actually, see what I'm saying? Cut through the air quickly. And now he caught that bridge. I thought he already grabbed his arm, but he already put the hand on that bridge. Here. And now it's easier to escape. And now he can come back up. And remember what I told you about controlling the shape? We're not even in a minute into this. I'm going to have to make a 1A. Here. Ha. The cup in action yet again, controlling the shape. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. All right. We'll have to make a 1A to the other 3 minutes of this 3 minute and 28-second video. Okay, 'cause this is a lot of details, and there's still more that I have not even broken down yet, for sure. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, man, because this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. Okay.